Welcome back to the channel, everybody. In this video, just going to take you along with me on this solo run from Trail BC to Castlegar BC. Gonna go down the Trans-Canada Trail, really gorgeous trail, and just document the whole process and how my gear set up and how the morning goes. Enjoy. Tomorrow, I'm going out on a run. For me, personally, it's gonna be the longest run that I have done. So I think it'll only be like, it's probably over 30 kilometers. I don't know exactly how far it'll be. Essentially, I'm running from my place in Trail, BC, down a trail by the river called Trans-Canada Trail. It's on the right side of the trail, right side of the river. So it doesn't run on the side of the river that the highway is on. So it's just a trail on the other side of the river, just mountains and a trail. And it goes all the way to Castlegar. And I've hiked kind of maybe 5 kilometers down this trail. Went fishing down it a couple times or whatever. It's a really nice trail. But I don't know what the trail really has to offer more than 5 kilometers. I'm assuming a lot of hills, some rocky sections, lots of twists and turns, narrow pathways, and just me out there, by myself. And in the running community, under 40K, not that big of a deal. But to me, it's the longest that I've personally done. And I'm super excited about it. And I like making videos about it too. So this is me making a video kind of documenting myself. Is there any nerves at all inside me when doing the longest distance that I've ever ran before? Yeah, for sure. Only really about like how my body will perform. I've had issues with my knees before. I've had knee injuries. I'm curious how it'll all hold up. Or if my ankle will roll or something halfway out. But there's no point in spending time worrying about it or stressing about it or letting it deter you away from doing it. Am I nervous about it? Yeah. But am I excited about it? Hell yeah. I can't fucking wait to push myself. I can't wait to get out there and just complete something that I said I was gonna do. And and it's the first of many really long runs like that. And I love it. I love the process. I love the process of training for it. I love the process of gearing up for the trip. And I love the process of going through it, coming up to those mental barriers, and then pushing through them again and again and again until you're done and on to the next one. So I'll make a little video about all the gear that I'm packing. This time of year there is a lot of bear kind of coming down close to the river, so I will be bringing bear spray. Again, it's just me out there, but it's gonna be freaking awesome. And I plan on making as much of a decent video as I can from the whole experience, and just share it. So I hope that I make a good video and you guys enjoy it. Yeah. All right. So I'm super excited to make this portion of the video because this is the part that I enjoy so much, gathering all the gear and thinking about what I need and I'm gonna be out there for like how long, if anything goes wrong, whatever. It's very easy for me to overpack. Have a little bit of like a prepper mentality sometimes. So yeah, I'm trying to limit myself. And then also, second reason I'm excited about this is that I'm sure if anybody out there that runs a lot, that has a lot of experience, sees what I pack, they might be able to give me some advice that they've, you know, that they have from years and years of experience and kind of trial and error. And maybe the next run, I'll learn something from somebody and I'll be able to improve my setup. So I guess we'll start with kind of the clothes that I'm going to be wearing. I just got my favorite pair of like underwear in terms of tightness and like friction. It's a Saks underwear, just the most comfortable underwear. Just some of my shortest shorts, most comfortable shorts. I got a shirt. This is actually wet right now because I just cleaned it, just ran in it the other day. But I got this from a trail run up north called the Emperor's Challenge, and it's actually like one of my most comfortable shirts to run in because I'm going to be wearing a backpack. I didn't want to do a tank top because I felt like it'd be running. And then just my tightest socks that I have. I've ran in these multiple times and I haven't had any issues with my feet since my feet got properly conditioned. And then shoes, nothing fancy. Somebody gave me these shoes, so just a pair of old running shoes. They treat me really good. I'd like to get to a point where I could maybe put some more thought into better running gear and better shoes and what to wear and stuff. And I kind of would like to get into like some wider toe box, maybe more minimalistic shoes. But for now, it's just these Asics, just some old shoes a buddy of mine gave me when I was getting back into running. And I didn't have money to buy shoes, but I wanted to be running. And then I'm just drinking 2 bottles of water. 2 bottles of water. Probably could find a lighter version of that. Whatever though, a little bit more challenge, never hurt anybody. I use this, it's like a nootropic electrolyte blend, hydro amino, and I've been taking it for a while now and I really like it. It's got 200 milligrams of caffeine per scoop. So I'll put a scoop in each water bottle there. And it'll be good. I won't be hurting electrolyte wise, and that's a little bit less than a full scoop. It's getting low. It's getting low, this jar. Yeah. You want to add in like new things that your body isn't used to just before a run. I know that much. So my body's used to this electrolyte powder. I really like it. I like how it's a nootropic blend as well. I like the 200 milligrams of caffeine. It's like drinking a freaking pre-workout while you're running. Scoop in this one. Will I drink all that water? I don't know. Maybe not. But that's what I am drinking in terms of, or that's what I'm using in terms of my hydration. And then just recently, a friend of mine told me that dates is a really good thing. They're lightweight. They're high sugar, high carbohydrate. So some good energy from that, and they don't go bad. It doesn't matter if they get squished. So I've got like an old bag, and I threw some pitless dried dates in there as well. In the morning, just gonna make some pancakes with some peanut butter and some bananas. High carb food, and go from there. Run along, the river out. It's pretty remote. Again, it's on the right side of the river, so there's no like cars or anything. It's a pretty remote trail. So definitely want to at least bring some bear spray. Can't hurt. Better safe than sorry. Would rather have something than nothing. And it's fairly lightweight. I feel like this backpack that I'm using, I can hook it up to the front, and so I have easy access to it. This is the backpack I use when I'm running. I've had this backpack since I was 16 years old. It's just a Camelback. You know, they come with like the water bag, and then I take it out. It's actually not enjoyable running and sucking out of that tube for water, I found. So I just take it out. It gives me an extra pocket. I don't really put anything in there unless I want to go like rucking, and I can put some extra weight in there. But I go fishing and camping and hiking and all sorts of stuff with this backpack as well as running. So I just really like it because of its versatility. It's got so many straps. You can carry so much on it, in it. It's got this little waterproof zipper on the top for my phone. And like it's got the belly strap, it's got the chest strap, all these clips. It's literally like this backpack's freaking all in one, and it's small and lightweight. So I really like this backpack. I don't see myself switching up anytime soon. In the front, I just have like some bare essentials. So I got a little first aid pouch, got a survival blanket, got a tourniquet down there, got some electric tape, got a multi-tool, got some lighters, got some zap straps, toilet paper, fire starter, and even though I don't see myself using it, I got a couple like plastic utensils in there, just because they're always in there. So I just leave them in there. Yeah, I don't know if I'll bring a sweater. Oh, look, I got another spoon in there. Probably don't need that one. Yeah, I don't know if I'll bring a sweater. I haven't even looked at the weather, to be honest with you. But even if it is pouring rain, like I'm not gonna be wanting to wear the sweater. If something did happen, I had to sleep out there, it might be smart to have a dry sweater, but again, I'm just trying not to overpack. So maybe I'll decide if I'm gonna bring a sweater in the morning, if depending on what the weather looks like. And then in this pocket, I'm just gonna be putting my phone, my power block, and my charging cord for that. And then I guess yeah, just my wallet, really. Yeah, that's really all I need for that. So that's my setup. That's what I'm taking, and woo, it's gonna be freaking awesome. I'm gonna be running. I'm gonna be facing adversity, overcoming mental barriers as I run, improving my fitness, becoming a stronger and more capable version of myself, and I'm freaking excited. So I hope you enjoyed that little gear showing. All right. Time to get up. Part of the big run. Get up and eat, feel my body stretch. Freaking take off. Straighten up. Let's try again. Just here sitting on my porch. Very nice day. Couldn't ask for a nicer day to go for a long run. Lots of shade down that trail. I'm not really worried about being too hot. Regardless, that's just something that you kind of have to deal with if you're going to go for a run. Sometimes it's going to be boiling, sometimes it's going to be cool, sometimes you're going to be wet. Can't control the weather. All you can control is your commitments that you make to yourself and showing up for yourself. Your discipline, right? So, again, it's a beautiful day. And we're under an hour away from going for the run. Again, longest run that I've done personally. Not only is it the longest run that I've done personally, but it's also an unsupported distance. It's on the right side of the river, so there's no car access. It's remote. There is lots of bears around this area in general, and also this time of year, especially down low by the river. It's a pretty remote stretch, you know. It's going to be beautiful for sure, but also you just got to be mentally prepared, right? And just be realistic. I am in the Kootenays. There's wildlife out there, so I will be running with bear spray. I'll be playing music on my phone, you know, I'll be making noise. I'll be fine. But it's just something to have in the back of your head so that you're aware. And then just the risk of kind of getting injured out there. You know, again, if you do get injured out there, like, you got to make it out, and you got to make it out on foot. So watch where you step. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Don't be surprised if I come back with tales of slaying dragons or defeating giant trolls or conquering distant lands. Be a changed man. I'm going on an epic adventure. I'm gonna come back a stronger, more capable warrior. Thanks, Brent. Bye. All right, peace. All right, kilometer 5. Wanted to get these 5 kilometers in before I decided to shoot any clips. But feeling good, you know. 4 kilometers there. That's when that sandpit road starts in Sunningdale. That's a decent little incline. So yeah, real good starting 5K to really warm up. And I'd say it's about from here to the start of that trail. I'd say it's about 5 kilometers. So looking good. We're just gonna about to run up this little hill and keep getting after it. Oh, you gotta love it when you climb a hill and then it's like 5 feet and then it's just a nice long downhill. It's like such a nice rest. Just go slow. Downhill can be even more taxing on your joints sometimes, but you just go slow and it can be a nice rest and nice and cool too. This is going down to this nice little creek here, so it's getting cooler. Woo! Okay, cool. 8.5 kilometers from my place and trail to the beginning of this trail here. Trans-Canada Trail, the Great Trail. And I think it's all around BC. It'd be cool to like run every section of the trail in Canada. I guess I should have said it's all around Canada, considering the name. But I didn't even know about it until a couple months ago. Super cool. I just love like cool epic trails like this and finding new stuff. So again, 8.5 kilometers to the beginning of this. You can see it's along the river. Castlegar is that way. The highway to Castlegar is on the other side of the river. You can actually see it if you zoom in. Anyways, it's on the other side. And yeah, I'm just gonna drink a little bit of water and get going, but I'm feeling good at 8.5K. And yeah, I think it's like, I don't know, 20K or something down. So it's gonna be a good run. I'm super stoked I'm doing this. I guess the next goal after completing this would be to do it there and then also back. Stop here, 10.6K. And already I am so stoked I decided to do this. This is the most gorgeous trail that I've been on in nature in my life so far. But I needed to stop here because I wanted to show this little bench, 10.6K up a remote trail, up the river. I would never know this bench was here unless I came. And it says, in every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. John Muir. I don't know who that is, but what a fucking badass. What an awesome quote. And how freaking true is it? Anyways, shout out to the people who made this trail in the first place and the people that maintain it. Obviously, there's a lot of mountain bikers that take it. I see just tracks the whole way, so so grateful. I'll walk down this little section so I don't get myself hurt. Oh, almost like 13 kilometers now. Kind of went away from the river for a bit. Now I'm getting back. Oh, look at this random little thing. Little like house. I don't know what that would be. Looks like a dog house or something. Here's the river. Little fire pit right there, I see. You know, like 6K or whatever down the river, right? Because the trail didn't really start. So it was at 8K. Oh my God, look, somebody over there across the river fishing with their dog. Oh, what a gorgeous trail. So freaking glad I did this. Okay, found myself having some deep thoughts. So I want to share them because I like being really transparent about my experience. I think it's easy to see videos of people doing this stuff and think like, oh fuck, it's easy for them. They're in shape. They do this type of stuff all the time. It's easy, but the reality is it's never easy. Sometimes there's so many different variables. So I found myself coming up against a little mental barrier earlier than I expected. 13 kilometers. I was like, okay, it's a good reminder. It's not about the fucking scenery and the views. Yeah, sure, it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous trail. It's always a net positive to be out in nature. But that's not why you do it. That's not why we're out here. This is why we're out here. We're out here to do fucking challenging things. Come up against those little moments where we're struggling and we feel like fucking quitting.
And we just don't. We just go one more step. Focus on what's ahead of you. One foot in front of the other. And whatever you do, don't give in to that little fucking bitch voice inside your head that's telling you you bit off more than you can chew. You're not strong enough. You're all talk. You can't do it. You should quit. That voice that we all have, no matter how fucking tough you are, no matter how seasoned you are, we've all got it to some degree. It's not whether or not we have it. It's whether or not we fucking listen to it and let it win. I call my inner voice that's weak, I call it Patricia. Anyways, ain't gonna listen to fucking Patricia today. No siree. I'm gonna keep on fucking moving. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. Perfect 15 kilometers. And I mean, it's kind of a sign. It's a perfect little spot. I'm gonna sit right there and drink water and eat a couple days. I'll take like a 5-minute break and then keep going. Another little awesome trail. Another awesome little bench. It says everywhere is walking distance if you have the time, by Stephen Wright. 20K 2-0 down so far. Feeling good. Feeling good. I don't know how much farther there is to go, so I'm just kind of mentally telling myself halfway. And then if it's anything shorter, that's cool. But right now, halfway down, halfway to go. Just another easy 20K. Oh yeah. Nice way to spend a Sunday. Yeah. My quad started to cramp real bad. I need to get some electrolytes in me and some fuel. Dates. Who wants a date? I do. Perfect snack. They're delicious. They're healthy. High carbohydrate. Nice big dose of natural sugar. I got 6 left. That's dangerous territory. They're so delicious. I don't want to run out. Gotta ration myself. No more shade by the river. Okay, well, here's some shade for 2 seconds. And now it's back to the sun. But it's just a dry, dusty road in the desert. Fucking slayed a dragon back there. I already slayed fucking 2 trolls. I'm unstoppable, is what I'm trying to get at. Nothing can stop me, and I can't feel my legs, and I said I fucking quit. I'm just doing it. Didn't see any bears though, but came prepared. I'm done running up hills. 25 kilometers. Castlegar's right there. I just got to get to 32 kilometers. That was kind of the distance in my brain, so that's what I'm gonna do. Lost a little bit of water in here. I'm gonna conserve it at least until kilometer 30. So another 5K before I can have a sip of water. My right leg, specifically my quad / more specifically my VMO muscle, is cramping hard. Oh. So hopefully after this little walk here, it'll fuck off and let me run without cramping. And I can finish it. Woo! Oh, it ain't easy, but it's worth it. All right. My right leg is fucking cramping like it's never done before. As soon as it starts going really bad, I basically gotta just walk. It forces me to walk. And then once it finally goes away, I can start running again. But anyways. So why do I do this? Why do people run really far even though it fucking hurts? Well, I don't know why other people do it. I just know why I do it. Because I realize after going through like just the stupidest, most painful shit in life due to my own fucking choices and having to suffer through that I realize that just fucking life is pain. My life is filled with so much beautiful, unforgettable fucking moments, but you do not get there unless you go through pain. You're gonna face painful experiences no matter what you do, no matter what your circumstances are. You might as well get good at it. And in fact, some of the most memorable, beautiful moments are when you're hurting the most. And those are very often when the biggest lessons are taught. So, yeah. I just want to get fucking good at being in pain, and I want to teach my son, above all else, to just not fucking quit.
Should we try to find a new barbershop?
So, reflection after my 32-kilometer run.
What's this? Hello, everyone. This is Bakery X-Files. I'm Prasant. Red Barbershop.
At first, like 8 kilometers, I thought I brought too much water. And then I ran out of water at like kilometer 20. And then I realized I didn't bring enough. And then kilometer like 28, it was really hot and I didn't find any shade for a while. And then I finally found some shade in front of this lady's house in Castlegar. It was kind of like a little dip. So I just sat down in the shade, rested my legs, and then almost fell asleep.
Where'd you get that? Oh, this?
And then
Salon across the street.
the lady like came out and she
It's
had to leave. She was gonna go pick up her kid, and she saw me. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Just had to take a break in the shade there. It was pretty hot." She's like, "Oh, like, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just running." She's like, "Where from?" I'm like, "Trail." She's like, "Oh shit." She's like, "Do you need some water?" It's like, "Yeah, I guess if you got some." So that was really nice. I know the one lady's name was Carrie. And then there was another lady, I can't remember, but shout out to those two ladies. Extremely grateful. I was very thirsty and hot. And yeah, you definitely helped me finish my distance there. So huge shout out. The trail, Trans-Canada Trail, really, really gorgeous. I would encourage anybody in the area or even outside of the area to come check out that trail. You don't only got to run it. You can bike it or even hike it if you want. And there's just so many cool spots down by the river. Yeah, just like very unique long trail. But yeah, all in all, I mean, I knew it was going to be challenging, and it was, and that's why I did it, and it worked out. And at the end, I stopped at the gas station, and then I got a chocolate bar. It was a Mars chocolate bar, and it was the best chocolate bar that I've ever had in my life. I didn't want it to end. I was just savoring every bite. It was just so good. After like a long endurance activity like that, your blood sugar's really, really low. I ran out of dates too. So my blood sugar was really, really low. I was like super lightheaded. And man, that fucking chocolate bar is exactly what I needed. So if you like chocolate bars and you don't want to feel guilty for eating them because they're not very good for you, well, when your body is extremely low on blood sugar, it needs a chocolate bar. It needs it. So get out there, go run 30 kilometers, and then get yourself a chocolate bar and pat yourself on the back. Okay, so I just wanted to shoot this video. I know that my face is really shaded right now, but it's just my hat. Anyways, yeah, just like a reflection after that run that I did there yesterday. How I feel, how my body feels, some of the things that I learned. I didn't get any clips in the last bit of the race. I tracked it on Strava, so you'll be able to see the distance and the time and all that. But then that last 7K or whatever, it was quite the slog. So in terms of how I feel, like my body feels good. My legs are definitely beat up. But they're fine. We went for a little recovery walk with my boy here, just at a park. But yeah, the only thing is my my foot, basically just underneath my toe there, it's just split apart. But that's pretty good. Like, you know, when you first start getting into running, like your feet will just blister constantly, but eventually they toughen up. So my feet have definitely gotten through that phase of being weak, and
they obviously can handle like a pretty good distance and not take too much of a beating. So that's good. I completed the distance that I wanted to, right? So that's good. And it was challenging, which is the point of it, right? Do challenging stuff. I wish I did it quicker, but it is what it is. It took me 4.5 hours to do the 32 kilometers. And mind you, it was like a pretty decent trail run, right? Lots of hills, lots of crazy terrain. So like, it's gonna be slower. And I didn't train enough trail specific running. I was doing more like flat ground stuff, and I know better than that. I guess I thought I could get away with it. And I did get away with it, but I could have gotten away with it better if I had it trained more specifically on trails. After doing some research after my run, I pretty much figured out that too much caffeine is not a good thing. So the electrolyte powder that I was using, it has 200 milligrams of caffeine per scoop. I had 2 scoops, like one in each water bottle, and plus a coffee in the morning. So like 450, 500 milligrams of caffeine. It's just too much caffeine. I didn't need that. It just contributed to the dehydration. I should have packed more water. Only packed 2 liters. Should have packed 3 liters. It was a hot day too. I only brought dates, which was good thinking in terms of like blood sugar, quick carbohydrates. But I should have had like a salty snack. So next time I go for a run, a like good lightweight option to bring with the dates would be like pretzels or something. So that's what I'm gonna go for next time. I'll bring dates and pretzels with me. I'm gonna get a different electrolyte powder. I might even just make my own. I'm not into spending a crap ton of money on fancy electrolyte powders. I'll just make my own out of like water, salt, lemon juice, you know, put some sugar in there. I don't know what the perfect blend is, but that's what I'll do next time. My VMO, like in my right quad, cramped something fierce around like 27 kilometers. It was more like 20. Yeah, it was like 20 or 24 kilometers or something. It started cramping up. I think that's a combination of the dehydration, the fuel, the lack of like carbohydrates and salt, and because I was running on the right side of the river, right, like I'm leaning to the left whole time, so my right leg is doing the majority of keeping me kind of balanced or whatever. And so yeah, it was my right quad, but specifically my VMO on my right leg, your main stabilizer muscle in your knee, this one. I don't know if you can see that. It was cramping so bad it was forcing me to stop, and then I would have to walk it off until it released, and then I could keep running again. So yeah. And then in the morning I ate a couple eggs, which it was unnecessary. I didn't need the protein in the morning. I should have just stuck to like just pancakes or toast with, you know, like peanut butter and banana. Honestly, I don't even know if the peanut butter is necessary. It's good energy, but it's like really all you want is like fast metabolizing carbohydrates and just your electrolytes, right? So just like banana is a good option in the morning to get some potassium in you. And it's light on the belly. Basically what fat does, I figured out, is it just slows the release of carbohydrates. So if you have too high fat of a meal, before your race, your body like doesn't have access to the fuel when it needs it. And so, yeah, it's kind of three, I think, contributing factors to my right leg cramping up as bad as it did was just the nutrition plan in the morning, too high fat, the combination of not enough water and too much caffeine, and then third would be just like not enough trail specific training to just get my legs used to that sort of stimulation. So I learned a lot. That's a win. I did complete it. That's another win. And I faced a lot of mental barriers for sure. And that's another huge win, probably the biggest win of all. And yeah, overall, I'm just extremely grateful that trail was beautiful. Like, there's so many spots. Now I for sure know some places on the Castlegar side I want to take the kid and explore. Yeah, so many benefits, and yeah, I'm extremely happy that I chose to do that, and just got to get my legs to recover a little bit, and then onwards and upwards. I really like the idea of endurance training and just long runs, so I plan on keeping training and doing longer and longer runs, and I'll document it and share what I learned through the process. Try to just be really transparent. You know, I'm not a professional. I just like to push myself. I don't at all pretend to know everything. I love learning more. So if anybody has anything that they'd like to teach me, feel free. Another thing about me is that I don't like spending much money. I'm pretty frugal. So I'll rough it with crappier gear and things like that. So sometimes people suggest things to me and be like, oh yeah, that sounds like cool and that seems like a good idea, but I might not ever use it just because I don't want to spend the money on it. So yeah, that being said, I hope you enjoyed the content. I'll be signing off until next time. Kind of still training to get that pull up amount there. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for other runs. And yeah, appreciate you watching. Peace.